Autobots, roll out!
My name is Optimus Prime!
Be gone!
Hey everyone, Cerberus Prime here, and today I wanted to discuss about my recent GalaxyCon experience with Peter Cullen, and it's definitely a moment I'll never forget. So, basically, what happened? It was Saturday. Not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before last, before this past one. It was a very it was kind of a hectic day. Woke up in my motel room and we didn't leave the motel until around maybe 3. So that was almost a big mistake. So basically we left around 3, got caught in traffic, which was to be expected. We got to the convention center, couldn't find parking for almost an hour, and then we finally managed to find a parking spot, and then we got into the convention. And it was a very hectic day for Saturday. We went the day before. We went Friday, which was really cool. I thought it was all right. Hang on a second. If you guys can't see me all that well, I apologize. But anyway, yeah. So so we got in there. My brother had to go to Gamer Subs. If you don't know what Gamer Subs is, this is non-sponsored. Gamer Subs is basically, it's kind of like a Kool-Aid almost, but it's energy drink. It's weird. They got a bunch of wacky names. One that should come to mind is Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000. That is, I think, Russian Badger came up with. I don't watch Russian Badger, or if that's, I'm sorry if I butcher the creator's name. Oh my god, I apologize if I butchered his name. But yeah, there was that one, and that's the one my brother purchased for my buddy Xavier. Anyway, after that, we had to go to the ATM because I needed cash. So the ATM line was pretty hectic. Luckily, we got there in time before the line got extremely long. So once we got into the line, it took about maybe 35 minutes, something like that. And I was kind of freaking out. I was sweating really bad because I was nervous. I was nervous that we weren't going to make it to him because we didn't know how long the man was going to be at the convention on Saturday. So once we got the cash, my buddy Xavier came up to me again and asked for $5 because if you've seen in my haul video, sorry, excuse me, those little Lego minifigures, they were $5 a piece. And luckily I had a spare $5 in my, sorry again. Luckily I had a spare $5 in my wallet, so I said, here you go, man. I gotta go meet Peter or whatever. And it was, once I got the cash from the ATM, went to the celebrity section, and I saw Peter. I saw him at a glimpse of my eye. I was like, oh my god, there he is. And my brother was like, oh my god, you are about to meet this man. And, you know, I was very excited myself. I was sitting there going, man. And when we got to the lines, I was wearing a VIP. Actually, here it is right here. I was wearing this, a VIP badge. A bunch of the Blues Clues people were there, actually, like Steve Burns, the guy who played Joe, and I think both the guy who plays the new Steve, and then We had I think two different blue actresses. So I had the VIP pass, and I asked a woman in who was working with the celebrity section. I honestly thought that she was waiting in line herself. I'm sitting here going, "Where the heck is the security?" And then I noticed that the staff in the blue shirts were the security. I went, "Oh Lord." I thought y'all were in line for a second. And then a woman approached me. She said, "Hey, how are you?" And I was like, "I'm great. I just need to know which is the VIP line for Mr. Peter Cullen." And she said, "You're just in time. He's about to leave." And in my mind, I was like, "Oh shit." Oh man, I almost didn't make it. So I got in line, and I'm gonna grab this for a second. So if you see, all right, grab this for a second. And I was holding this, and most of you should know what this is. It is my half drawing of Optimus and Peter. So there you guys go. So I was holding this, and I approached another woman who was doing all of the taking care of the cash and stuff. Cashier, there you go. And she was like, "Hey, how are you?" I said, "I'm doing just fine." And I pulled this out, and she was like, well, I was pulling this out while she was asking me, "How can I help you today?" And I pulled this out. I said, "I would like Mr. Cullen to please sign this." And she said, "Wow, who drew this?" I said, "I did." My stupid self back then didn't sign the damn drawing before when I was done with the project. So I messed up there, but it's fine. I told her that, yes, I drew it. I did it as a project back in high school. And to be honest, it's not really complete until his signature goes on here. And she's like, "Wow, that's one hell of a project." So she said that'll be $80. Best $80 I ever spent. So once the person in front of me, meaning Peter, was done and over, it was my turn. It was so incredibly easy just to walk up to him and just say, "Hi, how you doing?" I mean, everybody who's had the experience of meeting Peter, you guys were all right. He's incredibly easy to walk up to and have a decent conversation with. And I did have a conversation with him a little bit. It was for a moment, and I said, "Hi, sir, how you doing?" I didn't say, "How you doing, Prime?" I didn't say, "How you doing, Optimus?" I didn't say any of that. I said, "How are you doing, sir?" Because that's how you're supposed to properly greet somebody. And, he smiled and he said, "I'm doing just fine. How are you?" I said, "I'm doing great." And his wife was next to him, and she said, "What would you like for my husband to sign?" I said, "This right here." And both Peter and his wife's jaws dropped, and it was a very fun experience to see. Peter almost teared up, and in a good way. He almost teared up. He's like, "Oh my god!" I told him I know it's the movie Prime. I know you're not actually, no, I didn't say anything about the Prime. My bad. I'm getting my head mixed up. I'm very tired. So, anyway, I told him I tried to get the essence of your brother in there. This is where I almost teared up. He said I did. And that was enough for me to just start bawling like a baby. But I kept my composure. I kept my emotions in check. I had to, because I didn't want to look like a fool. I mean, I didn't want to look, I didn't want him to cry, and I didn't want to start crying. And when he said that I did, that made me feel like I accomplished something in my life. And there's the signature. He did sign it. It says Peter Cullen. And then as I was walking away, he hollered, "Hey," and in the back of my mind, I was like, "Oh, what did I do?" I turned around, he did this maneuver. I couldn't believe it. It was something that I'll never forget. He did that thing that he does. The most recent, he did it recently at the award ceremony when he got his award. And when he did that, I was like, man, oh, it was just a very fun experience. Peter, if you're watching this, or Mrs. Cullen, if you're watching this, I highly appreciate you, the both of you, for making my project complete, and two, Peter, thank you for everything that you do for the Transformers community, the fans, your fans, and for making kids' childhood dreams come true. We really appreciate you. We really do. And that's pretty much it. And I did get a chance to tell him that as well. And, I am I've been emotional all week about it. So it's just been something in the back of my mind. And the starstruckness after, I didn't get starstruck right then and there. It hit me the next day because I was just sitting there watching clips of Transformers and of Optimus, and I'm sitting here going, why the fuck am I tearing up? Excuse my language, but I have to put that in there. Why am I tearing up? And then it hit me. I'm like, oh yeah, I just met Peter. Holy crap. So now I won't be able to watch Transformers the same anymore. In a good way. In a good way. It didn't ruin it for me. It's something I'm never going to forget. And to you, Peter, thank you. Thank you for everything that you do. And thank you for fighting the good fight. You're still doing that. And we appreciate you for that. All right, everybody. This has been Cyberverse Prime. And in terms of video reviews, just to get that out of the way, I'm not too sure yet. I still got a week to think about some stuff. I think I might do a couple of reviews on some Studio Series figures, or maybe some War for Cybertron trilogy figures. I don't know. We will see in the coming. Couple days. And I'll figure something out. But anyways, thank you all for watching. And thank you, Peter. Thank you. Just thank you. Anyway, this has been Cyberverse Prime. And I'll see you all in the next one. See you later.